Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today about someone who keeps trying to reach you. You've been feeling something strange lately when you see a certain name pop up on your phone. That moment of hesitation before answering their calls, the uncomfortable feeling in your chest when you think about texting them back. Maybe you've even had dreams where this person from your past is trying to talk to you, but something keeps blocking the connection. These experiences aren't random or coincidental. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is actively working in your life right now. He has placed divine intervention between you and this specific person for a very important reason. The timing of you finding this message today is not an accident, it's divinely guided. You may have noticed strange things happening, calls that mysteriously disconnect, messages that never seem to go through to them, or every time you decide to reach out, something suddenly distracts you. Archangel Michael's protective blue light is surrounding your communication right now. What you're about to learn will explain everything that's been happening and why this divine block exists. Archangel Michael has revealed something critical about this situation. This specific person in your life carries an energy frequency that would seriously harm your spiritual progress right now. This isn't about them being a bad person or having evil intentions. It's about energy incompatibility at this exact moment in your spiritual journey. Their current vibration would disrupt the powerful spiritual awakening you're experiencing. The divine realm has placed a spiritual block between you and this person for your protection. What makes this even more interesting is that this person doesn't even realize they are being redirected away from you. Their attempts to reconnect keep failing, and they probably feel confused about why they can't seem to reach you successfully. Your guardian angels are actively interfering with every communication attempt. If this connection happened right now, months of your spiritual progress would be completely undone. The version of yourself you've been working so hard to become would slip backward. This person may even be telling others that you're ignoring them or that something feels strange about your friendship. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this protection is temporary but absolutely necessary right now. Understanding this divine intervention will help you stop feeling guilty and start trusting the spiritual process that's protecting your growth. Now you need to recognize the specific signs that prove this divine blocking is really happening in your life. Think about those text messages you've sent to this person that show delivered but they never respond, or when they do the conversation feels strangely difficult, and forced calls that disconnect at weird moments or go straight to voicemail even though their phone is on. Have you noticed that strong urge to reach out to them but then immediately something distracts you? A phone call from someone else, an urgent task, or you simply forget what you were about to do. Every single time you think about contacting this person, something interrupts you. This is Archangel Michael redirecting your energy. Pay attention to the physical sensations you feel when you see their name, that tightness in your chest, the sudden anxiety, the feeling that something just isn't right. These are your spiritual alarm bells ringing. You might have dreams where you're trying to talk to this person but they can't hear you, or you can't reach them. No matter how hard you try on social media, you somehow keep missing their posts even though you used to see everything they shared. Technology glitches happen specifically when trying to communicate with them. Your phone freezes, apps crash, messages disappear, other people randomly mention this person right when you're about to contact them, making you pause and reconsider. Sudden memories flood back about why distance was needed in the first place. Even your pets or children might react strangely when this person's name is mentioned. There's this pattern of almosts in your life, almost texting, almost calling, almost meeting up, but something always stops you at the last second. Your intuition screams warnings even when your logical mind says it's harmless to just say hello. Archangel Michael wants you to understand exactly why he has placed this specific protection around your communication. The spiritual growth you're experiencing right now requires strong energetic boundaries. This person's energy carries patterns from your old life, and your old self. Contact with them would pull you directly back into old thinking patterns. You've worked so hard to release their vibration, even if completely unintentional on their part, would create confusion in the beautiful clarity You've been developing. Divine timing means this separation is temporary but essential for your transformation. How will you know when the block is lifted? You'll feel peaceful about contact rather than anxious. The timing will flow naturally without force. Begin supporting this divine protection with a simple morning prayer. Archangel Michael, I trust your wisdom in this divine timing. Keep me aligned with my highest path and protect me from energies that would pull me backward. Create a daily visualization of a blue protective barrier around your phone and all communication devices. See this barrier allowing messages from aligned people through while gently redirecting those who would disrupt your growth. Trust deeply that if this connection is truly meant to be, will happen at exactly the right time without you forcing it. When you feel that urge to reach out despite these divine warnings, use the redirect technique. Immediately call on Archangel Michael either out loud or in your mind, asking him to redirect that energy toward your highest good. Instead, keep a journal specifically for processing feelings about this separation without taking action on those feelings. Write letters to this person that you never send. This releases the emotional energy without breaking the spiritual boundary. Understanding this situation isn't punishment but protection helps you stop fighting against it. Forcing contact right now would only delay the important spiritual mission. You're being prepared for this. Forced pause is actually a gift. It gives you time to fully step into your new vibration without interference. Remember, this person may be going through their own necessary journey right now. Too, separation allows both souls to grow independently into who they need to become. Archangel Michael reveals an even deeper truth about this situation. This person has actually fulfilled their soul contract with you already. Soul contracts are spiritual agreements made before birth between souls for mutual growth and learning. Every person who enters your life has a specific role to play in your spiritual development. Their role in your life was specific and time-limited by divine design. The lessons you needed to learn from this person are now complete. Attempting to extend the relationship beyond its divine purpose creates problems for both of you. This is why some people are only meant for certain chapters of our lives, not the entire book. There's deep spiritual maturity in recognizing when a soul contract has naturally ended. This person triggered specific growth in you that's now complete. They helped you learn what you needed to learn, heal what you needed to heal, or become who you needed to become. Now new soul contracts are waiting to begin in your life, but they can't activate while you're still energetically tied to a completed contract. Holding on to completed contracts blocks new blessings from entering. The difference between your ego wanting reconnect and your soul knowing it's complete is important to recognize. Your ego remembers the good times and wants to recreate them. Your soul knows the purpose has been served. How do you honor what this person brought to your life without clinging to them with gratitude for the chapter they represented while accepting that chapter has closed? Signs a soul contract is complete include repeated cycles with no new growth, feeling emotionally drained rather than energized by contact, and having nothing genuinely new to learn from each other. The freedom that comes from completion rather than abandonment is powerful. You're not being abandoned, you're being graduated to your next level. Why both people often feel the pull but also the resistance is because souls recognize completion even when egos don't want to accept it. You need to understand the specific spiritual frequency you've achieved recently and why it's so precious. You've been releasing old patterns and limiting beliefs that held you back for years. The version of yourself you were when connected to this person no longer exists. Slipping back into old dynamics is spiritually dangerous right now because you're in a fragile but powerful stage of transformation. Think of yourself as a butterfly that has just emerged from the cocoon. Your wings are still wet and delicate. This person knew you as a caterpillar. They carry the memory and energy of who you used to be. Even unconsciously, they would pull you back toward that old version because that's the version they know and are comfortable with. The neural pathways and emotional patterns triggered by familiar people are incredibly strong. This is why even just one conversation could undo months of progress. The specific spiritual gifts awakening in you right now need protection from energies that don't understand or value them. Old relationships can anchor us to old identities like weights holding down a balloon trying to rise. You literally cannot return to the cocoon. The butterfly transformation is irreversible. Your energy field is restructuring itself at a fundamental level and needs space from old influences. During this delicate process, you're currently at a critical turning point in your transformation. 3 to 6 months of separation is typical for this level of spiritual upgrade. The new version of yourself that's emerging wouldn't even resonate with old connections anymore. How Archangel Michael protects this emergence period is by creating these communication blocks that feel frustrating but are actually acts of divine love. When will this spiritual block naturally lift? Archangel Michael wants you to understand the signs of divine timing versus ego-driven timing. The block will lift when both people have completed their individual growth cycles and when reconnect ion serves both souls' highest good. You'll know if this person is truly meant to return to your life by how the energy feels when divine timing aligns. Contact will feel peaceful, natural, and effortless rather than anxious and forced. What needs to happen first is that you must fully embody your new frequency without wavering. This person must also complete their own journey. The specific changes you'll notice in yourself that indicate readiness include feeling completely neutral about whether contact happens or not, having zero attachment to specific outcomes, and feeling whole and complete within yourself. How the urge to contact them will feel different when timing is actually right. It won't feel like an urge at all, just a calm knowing. Why forced contact before divine timing creates repeated painful cycles is because the old patterns immediately reactivate. There's also the very real possibility that this separation is permanent, and Archangel Michael wants you to know that's okay too. Some people are meant only for specific seasons. New people are already entering your life who match your current vibration. How to recognize divinely aligned new connections is that they feel easy, supportive, and growth-oriented from the start. Trust the signals from Archangel Michael about all future contact decisions. Archangel Michael acknowledges that it's completely okay to miss this person while still honoring the divine boundary. Missing someone and needing to contact them are two different things. You can hold both truths. You miss them and you know distance is necessary. How do you process grief over a connection that must pause or end? Through conscious healing practices. The cord-cutting visualization is powerful. Imagine energetic cords connecting you to this person and see Archangel Michael's blue sword of light gently cutting these cords while surrounding both of you in healing light. Writing letters you never send provides emotional release without breaking the boundary. Create a release ceremony with Archangel Michael's guidance. Write what you need to say on paper. Thank the person for their role in your life, then safely burn the paper while asking Archangel Michael to transmute the energy. The blue flame visualization transforms longing into peace. Imagine blue fire burning away attachment while leaving love intact. Redirect your emotional energy toward your own spiritual growth and development. Understanding that love doesn't require contact is mature spiritual wisdom. You can send blessings to this person from a distance without breaking the divine boundary. Trust that what's truly meant for you will never miss you. The spiritual strength you're building through honoring divine timing over personal desire will serve you forever. Archangel Michael stands with you right now, enforcing this divine boundary for your absolute highest good. Trust this separation even when it feels confusing or painful. The protection in place is sophisticated and specifically designed for your unique spiritual mission. Act on this guidance today by consciously releasing all attempts to contact this person. Use the protection prayers and visualizations immediately. Don't wait. Journal about what this message brought up for you. Process the emotions that are surfacing. Recognize the divine love in this forced pause. It's not rejection, it's redirection towards something better. Your spiritual evolution is the absolute priority right now. New connections and incredible opportunities await on the other side of this boundary, but you must fully release the old to receive the new. Show gratitude for this divine intervention through super thanks up to 20. This energy exchange strengthens the angelic protection and guidance surrounding your life. Trust That Archangel Michael sees the complete picture of your life path when you can only see this moment. The right people at the right time will always find you. This message arrived at the perfect moment for your understanding. Honor the divine wisdom that's protecting your transformation. Your future self is already thanking you for respecting this boundary today.